Sir, are you speaking?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. So, in last class, what we have discussed?
So we solved some proof problems from trigonometry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we were solving few questions, right, from trigonometry. So this time I'll give
Yes,
you
sir.
a couple of questions from the same chapter. Okay, shall we solve questions from same chapter, or we'll go for the another chapter? Yes, tell me.
Sir, another chapter.
Okay. So, from real numbers. Okay.
So real numbers is too easy, sir. There are no problems in it. It's all about theory.
Sir, can we go over a little bit of theory from real numbers?
Yeah. Okay. So you want me to give the questions from that? Yes, Shira Yogesh, thank you.
Theoretical question from real number.
Huh?
Theory question from real numbers, sir.
Okay. Text like NCRT.
Yes, sir. NCRT.
Okay. Chalo, hum to let's solve few questions related to your real numbers and all. So therefore, let me share the screen here. Let me know. Whiteboard. Change to black. Chalo. So, like any one of you, please do summarize what are the things you have learned from the real numbers.
Sir, we have learned.
Huh? Tell me.
Sir, we have learned about rational and irrational numbers.
Sir, we have learned Euclid's division lemma, but at that time portion was not released. Now it's deleted. Then we have learned how to find HCF of two numbers and LCM of those numbers. We have learned fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Then how to prime factorize numbers, how to write the number as a product of its prime number, primes,
Decimal expansion.
irrational numbers. That's it, sir.
Fine. So, like, then straight away we'll go for the questions. If you don't find there anything, then we can just discuss that particular thing. Not an issue. Let us go for the questions. Steve.
Yes, sir. So did you call me?
No. Yes, let's solve the question. Look at this here. And first, actually, I don't have no. Yes, look at this here. Yes, the question is prove this number as prove this number as an irrational. How can you prove this?
So first we assume that that number is a rational number.
Mhm.
Then we can say, we can write that in the form of P by Q.
Okay, fine.
So we can say that 3 plus 2 root 5 is equals to P by Q. So we can say that 2 root 5 is equals to P by Q minus 3.
Yes. So you just assume this as a like P by Q. Fine. Okay. After this, you must say. How do you rearrange this?
Then we can say that 2 root 5 equals to P by Q minus 3.
Yes. Then root 5 is equal to P by Q minus
Q minus.
yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
देखो इधर after this how can you prove this as an irrational number? Here what is the P and Q? P and Q are integers, isn't it? P and Q are integers. Integers. P and Q are integers, yes or no?
Sir, co-prime also.
Huh?
Co-prime numbers.
Yes. After this, how I'm asking, how do you prove this? Make it fast. No, or else now can we say this as tell me.
Sir, after this, we can say that P by Q minus 3 is rational.
Yes.
So, yeah, actually, sir, in the textbook, there's one last statement.
Okay.
Contradiction, but this contradicts the fact that root 5 is irrational.
Rational. Contradicts the fact that root 5 is rational. So the assumption is wrong. So root 5 is irrational.
Yeah. Tell me. After this, look at I'm asking you, how do you prove this?
That's also, they gave those two statements they have wrote after this last step.
Okay.
And then they have proved that it's irrational. That's it. In every sum, it's like that. They wrote two.
Here 5 is also.
Yes, sir, it's the same way.
Yes.
Since
we
have to isolate the root.
Yes, assumption.
After isolating it, since P and Q are integers,
Yes.
this has to be a rational number.
Yes. By assumption, you can just prove that is an irrational number. I'll give like few more questions which are very important for your Olympiad. Let us solve Olympiad questions. Let me give you some Olympiad questions. Let me get that one second. Look at this here. For suppose you just take any deck, let 2/7 and 4 be two rational numbers. And what we have to show that the product and the division is also irrational. Very simple. How many of you know this? Because I have, first of all, rational one.
Just need to divide and then multiply them and
Very
then
simple. How many of you know this? Are rational number 1 into rational number 2. Or if I say rational number 1 divided by rational number 2, it is what always? Always what? It is a rational only.
Rational.
How
so
many
it's
of you?
false.
How many of you know this? Dekho, or one more thing, rational number 1 plus or minus 2 will be what? Will be what always? This will be always?
Rational. Sir, the question, their product and division is also irrational. State. Irrational or rational? Is it?
Is a rational. So if I say rational, that statement would be wrong. If I say rational, it would be true.
Yes, sir.
Very simple. देखो क्वेश्चन को ध्यान से पढ़िए, ठीक है? Yes or no? So if I just multiply that, I'll be getting 8/7, which is rational. If I just divide, what do you get? What do you get? 1/14, which is also rational. ठीक है? तो simple, very simple concept. Now we have a couple of properties over here. What we are learning, these are the properties. Properties of what? Properties of irrational numbers. Properties of irrational numbers. If I talk about, look at here. Now, and for suppose if I have some 7/2 and 5/2, 7/2 and 5/2 be any two rational numbers. Two rational numbers. So what you have to find? We have to show that their addition and subtraction both are rational. Yes or no? If you add these two, rational only. Subtract also rational only.
Rational.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Next. Both will be rational. Look at this now. If I have 4 and √4, So what we have to show here, if I just have one rational number and one irrational number, their addition and subtraction result is what?
Irrational.
If I add and subtract, what do you get here? If I add a rational irrational number, if I add this, so their addition, subtraction. This is kind of revision, guys.
3 by root 4 and root 4.
Look at this. Addition, subtraction, both will be irrational. Yes or no?
Yes.
Next. Now, if I have something like this, so I have 2 and root 2. This is a rational, this is irrational. Product and division. What is the product and division? Product and division.
Is 2 root 2, division is 2 by
Both results will be what? Both results will be what?
both will be irrational.
Irrational.
Yes.
So addition and subtraction of two rational and irrational. So addition and subtraction of a rational and irrational number is always irrational only. Multiplication and division of a rational irrational is also an irrational always. Okay? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no? Now, if I have two, let us say any root 3 and a root 5, like subtraction and addition of two irrational number is what? Subtraction and addition of two irrational number is what?
Sir, it is irrational.
Very basics. I need a response from each and every student presented over here, please. Addition, subtraction of two irrational number.
Irrational.
Irrational only, common sense.
So if we take two irrational number, root 3 and root 3, if the both numbers are same,
Two root 3.
if we
We're not
subtract,
multiplying. Yeah.
If you
Multiplication.
multiply, it become rational.
Yeah.
multiply, it's rational.
When you add and subtraction, irrational only. But multiplication, you will get multiplication and division. Let us say the same numbers we have, or else we take another number. Let us say root 3 and some 4 root 3. Both are irrational here. Now, multiplication and division. Multiplication and division of these two numbers is what always?
Rational.
Rational number only. Okay? Rational number. All right. Any doubts?
No doubt, sir.
Very simple. Next. Product of two irrational numbers. Let me say I have root 5 and root 3. So what is the product here? Product and division of this. Tell me.
The product would be root 15.
Product would be
Square root of 15.
square root of 15. What is that? Rational or irrational?
Irrational.
Irrational. Division is what?
Irrational.
Irrationally. Both product and division they go rationally, irrationally. Okay. Next. Next, I'll give us few questions. Very, very good questions. We'll solve a question. Just a minute. The greatest number which on dividing leaves reminders 6 and 5 respectively is 123, 127. Solve this question. Tell me quick. Greatest number. The greatest number on which dividing 1657 and 2037 gives the remainder 6 and 5 respectively. See, what is the shortcut for this? See, greatest number means dividing this and this. Reminders are what? When you divide this is the remainder. When you divide with some number, when you divide 2037 by some number, what is the remainder? 5. When you divide 1657, this is the remainder. When you divide 2037 with some number, this is the remainder. Okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tell me answer. Next.
Sir, it is option D, 305.
How?
Sir, I did division and found it.
How? That's what I'm asking.
Simple division, sir.
305 you divided.
Yeah.
See, what simple division? With what number what you divided? See here 1657 2037 leaves the remainder 6 and 5, right? So basically when you divide 1657 with some number, what is your remainder? So basically remainder 1657 minus 6. So what is my 1651? Okay. So and when I divide 2037 some number, what is the remainder? 5. So what do you get here? 2032. He is asking for greatest number. Greatest number is nothing but find HCF of this. Simply find the HCF of this. What is the HCF of this? Highest common factor. Look at it. 1651 2032. What is the HCF of this? Find it out. Highest common factor. $305 is wrong answer, Steve. So look at it here. 1651 once, 1651. So 1, what you remain with here now? So 35, 38. Yes or no? Yes or no? Again, you must write 1651 here. Division method. So 381, how many times? 2 times, 3 times, not possible. 381 is 4s. 381 4s. 4, 32, 12, 15. So what is remain with now here? 24. 24 matlab 66. 60 not 66, 76. 76 plus 51, 127. 127 is the remainder here. So again 381. So least number is what? This is 127. This is highest common factor. Yes or no? 127 I got. 381 is not available from the option. 127 available. So 127 is the answer. Again 381 divide. So 127. Here 3 times, right? 3 times. 127 2 times. So 254. No, 3 times it will go, right? 3 times. 103 times. 127 3 times. 381 only 0. So highest common factor is what now? HCF is 127. So answer kya hoga? 127. Understood? Any doubts?
No doubt, sir. Understood.
This is how we must find out HCF of two numbers. Clear? Aya samajh? Next. Next question. Understood or not? Yes or no? Any doubts? I need a
Understood, sir. To do
response.
HCF method.
Yes. Everyone, I need a response from each and everyone here.
Yes.
Diksha, are you here? Just a minute. Next. The question is the largest possible number with which when 60 and 98 are divided leaves the remainder 3 in each case is what? Option A 38, option B 18, option C 19, option D none. Make it fast. Make it fast.
Sir,
Hmm.
I got the answer as 19. I did the HCF method.
How?
So I did 60 minus 3 and 98 minus 3, and then I got 57 and 95. And then I did the HCF. And I got 90.
What about others?
Sir, you mean I got 19, sir?
Even you got 19. Very good. What about others?
But sir, I did manually, sir.
The large, okay, let's see that. The largest possible number with which when 60 and 98 are divided leaves the remainder 3 in each case. See here, 60, 98 are divided, leaves the 3 remainder in each case. So how did you do manually? You have to find out what what is your name? Anujip, how did you do manually? I'm asking.
Sir, how did I get?
Yes, I'm asking how did you get? Basically, the
Manually, I divided 13, 38, and 18, but I didn't get the reminder 3. For only 19, I got reminder 3 for 60. So it should be the answer, 19.
see greatest common divisor or HCF. No, I by using highest common factor. Factors of 60 is what? Like you have plenty. What is the HCF of 60 and 2? So 98. Of course, 2, isn't it? Yes or no? Hello. Huh.
Sir,
Are you here? Yes, Steve, tell me, Steve, what about you?
Sir, I did the method which you did before.
Okay.
I did 60 minus 3 and 98 minus 3 and I got 57 and 95. And then I did HCF and I got 90.
Okay, yes, I hear. This is what you do. Similar type of question, how many have to solve the same?
Sir, I did it the same way.
Very good. So 60 minus leaving the remainder 98 leaving the remainder 3. So 57 बचेगा इधर. How many have you done? Either 95 बचेगा. 57 and 95, what's the highest common factor? 90. Next question. Same, look at here, the largest possible number with which when we, similar type of question, but you know, you have just let me just same question, but I'll change it slightly. If I change slightly, if I ask in this way, how would you solve it? Here when look at here. So large when which when 38, 66 and 80 are divided, leaves the remainder. Leaves the remainder is so 14, 7, 28, 9. Make it fast.
Sir,
Yes.
I found the answer as 14. I
How?
did the HCF method.
How?
Sir, I got
Hmm. What do you got?
So when I did 38 and 66 and 80 by 2 and then again by 3, like that I did, and I got the HCF as 14.
Basically, look at this here. What is the largest? Look at this, the largest possible number with which when 38, 66, and 80 are divided leaves the remainder. What is the remainder? We have to find it out. Ah, common remainder 10 E is asking. The question is 10 E is not. I didn't write 10 here. Remainder 10 is. How similar? Look at this here. How do you find it out? Similarly, 38 minus 10, 66 minus 10, 80 minus 10. तो इधर कितना बचा? 28, 56, इधर 70. So what is the
70.
highest?
14, sir.
So whenever you get this type of question, this is what the shortcut. Okay.
Sir, can you solve the HCF? I mean, how you took the HCF one?
HCF. Okay, no problem. Look at here how I took is. First, you need to solve HCF of these two. First number 28, 56. तो फर्स्ट क्या करना है मुझे 28, 56 का मतलब देखो फर्स्ट 28, 56 है 28, 28 2 times 56 isn't it? SR no 0. So what is the HCF highest common factor? 2.
2.
Yes. Now 2 comma 17. What is the highest common factor? 2 comma 17. Or else you do like this.
Sir, again 2 comma 70, we cannot do that same division, sir.
Look at this here. What you got here? 2 comma
70.
70, right? 70. You can do that. 2, how much? 35, 70. Okay. Now this is one, but 2 comma 35 is not available here. Now, or else you do 28, 56, 70. The highest common factor. Highest common factor. How can you check highest common factor? Look at 2 is a common factor. Okay, 2 is a common factor for everyone here. 3 is not a common factor. 4 is not a common factor. 5 is not a common factor. 6 is not possible. 7 is not possible. 7, yes.
7 is
7 is a common factor for everyone. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 is a common factor to everyone. 28 is not. 28 is a common factor to not everyone, right? 28 is not a factor of 70. So this may which one is the common, which is the highest factor here? Which is highest common factor? 14. See, from these three, these all are 2, 7, 14 are the factors of the given numbers. Among that, which is the common, which is the highest one? 14 is the highest one. Okay. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Should have understood. Next.
Sir, you took 7 and 14 and 28 because they're in the options, right? But one
But
of the
look at-
options is also none, right?
No, yes, very good question. Dekho, first you write factors. What are the factors? How can you write here? 2, 7 into 2
2
can
to
you write?
7.
56 can be written as what? 2 into 2, 4, 4, 3, 8, 8 sevens. So 70. 2 into 5.
2 into 5 into 7.
So what is the common factor? देखो इसमें से common factor सबसे. What is the common factor?
7 and 2.
हाँ. 2 into 7, 2 into 7, 2 into 7. Everywhere it is a common. Look at this. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Or else you can write like this as well. Simple and 14 into 2, 14 into 4, 14 into 5. देखो 14 तो कॉमन है सबसे. Yes or no? एक मिनट एक मिनट. Yes or no? Understood or not? 14 is answer.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Next number. And let me give one more different questions now. We solved one type of question. Now let us solve different type of question. 1 minute. Yes. Look at this here, 129 divided by 2 square into 5 power of 7 into 7 power of 5. Decimal form of this is what?
So decimal form. Okay.
Decimal form of is equal to what? Let me give the options. Terminating, non-terminating, and non-repeating. None. Tell me. Make it
Sir, it's
fast.
non-terminating. B.
Non-terminating,
Yes, sir. Non-terminating.
but no.
Sir,
It is non-terminating, but not only non-terminating, it is
It's
non-repeating.
also repeating decimal, so it should be none.
It is repeating or not repeating?
sir, what is the trick to find it out fast?
देखो ट्रिक का मतलब यही ट्रिक होता है, सॉल्व करना होता है. ट्रिक का मतलब देयर इज नो ट्रिक. व्हाट ट्रिक यू अप्लाइड? देखो बेसिकली यू जस्ट सी दैट 129 it will be, वो तो जीरो पॉइंट्स में आएगा. So if your denominator is very high here, denominator is very big, isn't it?
Sir, it is non-terminating repeating decimal.
Non-terminating repeating decimal.
Yes, sir, because it's not in the form of
So
2n, 5n.
non-terminating repeating. So option should be non-terminating repeating.
So, sir, if it's just non-terminating, we can't take it
Ah.
as non-terminating
Not,
repeating.
whenever it is repeating, what do you mean by that? Whenever it is repeating the same thing. Hello? It is not terminating. It is not terminating, but is also not repeating. That is non-terminating, not repeating. It is not possible here. None is terminating is not at all possible. Whether it's a non-terminating or not, yet it is a non-terminating. Yes or no? See, basically, if you just expand that and solve, it takes so much of time. Let me tell you a simple way. Dekho. We know that note, everyone write a note here. For suppose if you have, let us say that if, whenever P by Q form, whenever you say is P by Q is terminating if co-prime and the denominator Q should be in the form of some 2 power of n into some 5 power of n, and where n and m are non-negative integers. Okay, understood? So this is a note here. This is a trick as you asked for the trick, right? Anudeep, whenever you say P by Q, this is P by Q form. No, P by Q is terminating. When do you say it is a terminating? If P and Q are co-prime and Q should be in the form of 2 power of n into 5 power of n. Okay, 2 power of n into 5 power of n, and where m and n are what? M and n are non-negative integers. Okay, आया समझ? Look at this now. Now, according to this, how can I solve this? Look at this here. What I told here first, whether we have to check whether P and Q are non-terminating or not. Non-terminating or not. Tell me. Numerator. What is the numerator here? 129. 129. How can you write? And here 2 power of 2, 5 power of 7 into 7 power of 5 you have. Is that, do we have any common factor? How can you write 129? 129 can be written as 3 table. 3 into some 343. Do we have any common factor over here?
No, sir. 3. No, sir.
We don't have any common factor. If you don't have any common factor, then these are co-prime now. No common factors. So
Sir, no common factor means it's co-prime, sir.
yes, no common factor. Look at this. Let's read here clearly. These have no. Co-prime is nothing but what? Their HCF should be 1 and no HCF is their highest common factor should be 1 only. Then we can say that two numbers are co-prime to each other, or there will be having no common factors. Common factors and are you right? So 129 and 2 power of 2, 5 power of 7, 7 power of 5. Are co-prime. Okay. Now what is this? Is the first step we have done. Second step is what? We have to check the numerator. What is the numerator? Denominator, sorry. What is the denominator? Denominator is what? 2 power of 2 into 5 power of 7 into 7 power of 5. We have to check the denominator. So whether we have 2 power of n and some 5 power of m. What is the 2 power of m here? 2 power of n values 2 power of m and 5 power of m, I told, right? So this is the form we have here. Look at this here. 2 power of m something, 5 power of m something. Isn't it? Yes or no? We have that form or not? Yes, whenever you find this is a shortcut. Whenever you have this type of form, you can say that it is non-terminating and repeating decimal. This is what? Numerator is co-prime. In the step 1, which I just determined that the P and Q are co-prime numbers here. So co-prime, and the denominator is whenever you have 2 power of n and 5 power of m. Very, very good result. This is a shortcut, 2 power of n and 5 power of m. Whenever you have this type of form in the denominator, I could say that the answer is what? Non okay, this is what the answer. Clear? Any doubts? Any doubts? I'll ask one more question. Look at this here. So 29 divided by 343. 29 divided by 343. Tell me, the question is write the decimal expansion. Write the decimal expansion of the following number which have terminating decimal expansion. He has given that which have terminating decimal expansion. We have to write decimal expansion of the given number, which is this one, and which have terminating decimal expansion. What is the first step? I told you whether it is in the P by Q form or not. Yes, it is in the form of P by Q. When can I say this P by Q form is a terminating? If P and Q are co-prime to each other or not. Yes, the highest common factor is 1. They don't have any common factors. So look at this here. First you write 29. 29 can be written as 1 into 29. 343 can be written as what? 1 into 340. Their highest common factor is what? 1 only. So these are co-prime numbers. P and Q are co-prime. Since their highest common factor is 1, they don't have any common factor, isn't it? Second step is what? Whether we have to check the denominator is in the form of 2 power of n and 5 power of m or not. How can you write in the form of this one? (343). What is the form of?
To prime factorize first, right? To write in that form.
Sorry.
You have to prime factorize. But sir, 343 is prime numbers. There'll be no 2 and there'll be no 5 either, right?
Yes. Look at this here. Look at this here.
So how can we write?
7 table 7 4 28 7
49, 46.
7 49, right? 7 7.
7, 7, sir.
So I
7.
can write 7 power of 3. This can be written as 7 power of 3. But this is not in the form of this one. Okay? We need to have 2 power of n and 5 power of m. But 343 can be written as 7 power of 3. Okay? Denominator.
Otherwise, we can write 2 power of 0 and 5 power of 0 into 7 power of 3.
How come you write like that, man? Here, what?
So even then, 7 would be present, so it would not be
Yeah, I'm
a
taking.
terminating decimal.
N and M are what here? Non-negative numbers. And look at this here. Even you write like that. Look at this. Even you write N and M are non-negative numbers. I told. Tell me 0 either nor positive, neither positive nor negative. How come you say that? So here 7 is getting involved here. 7 is getting involved. 7 is what? This part. The denominator is what? Not in the form of this one. Not in the form of this one. Denominator is not in the form of this one. So I cannot say that. It is a terminating decimal. Therefore, it is a what? It is non-terminating decimal.
All right, sir. Understood.
ठीक है. देखो मैंने क्या बोला था आपको नोट में देखो. नोट में ध्यान से सुनिए इधर, P and Q should be co-prime to each other. ठीक है, and Q should be in the form of this one. If it is not in the form of Q, if Q is not in the form of, that number is not terminating. ठीक है, if Q is in the form of this one, then it is a terminating number. ठीक है, आया समझ? Look at this here, the denominator is not in the form of this one. So denominator is not in the form of this one. Then what can I say? Denominator is not in the form of this one, so it is non-terminating decimal. आया समझ? Any doubts? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Sir, is it possible to have a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal?
Non-terminating? Sorry?
I asked, is it possible to have a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal?
That is what, look at this here. Non-terminating, non-repeating. Non-terminating is nothing but what? Not ending, not getting end. Yes or no? Hello? Let us say that.
Yes, sir.
Let me write some number here. Let me write here. 3.18574 and some 4, 3, 2, 1 and some 8, 9, 5, 3. There is no order. This is, it goes on, going on. Okay, it is going on. Look at it. This is what? This is what? Non-terminating and non-repeating. I ask so much. Yes or no? If I say, look at this here. 10 by 3. 10 by 3 if I write. 10 by 3 is nothing but what? 3.3333 dash 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 dash, which also can be written as 3.3 bar. Yes or no? What do you mean by this? What is the meaning of this? This is non-terminating and repeating. You understand?
But sir, is it possible for it to keep going on without repeating the same numbers?
Yes. Look at this is what now. This is the example of that. Look at this, like 185. There is a no sequence. Look at this. If I have something like this, 3.1456, again 1456, again 1456, again 1456. This is not repeating here. The 1456 is a series. It is repeating after some series, but here we don't have any kind of series, something like this. It is, we have random numbers here, which is not repeating, non-terminating as well as not repeating. As much. Yes or no? Simple explanation. Clear? Shut up.
Yes, sir.
Yes. देखो here 3.1456 this is non-terminating and repeating. Here non-terminating, not repeating. Non-terminating and repeating. As much. So this is the class is all about. I think we had a couple of discussions in this session. Yes, though we didn't have 100% discussion in this class, but let's cover in the next class. No problem. Let's retire now. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you, children.
Thank you, sir.